Here, your fearless guide through the maze of today's hottest topics: politics, pop culture, conspiracy theories. Nothing's off the table. Get ready for rapid-fire insights, fiery debates, and your chance to weigh in. Check Dig is where curiosity meets conversation. And remember, it's not just a show, it's a movement. Join us and let's dig in. Catch you on Check Dig with Don P.
Welcome to Check Dig, and I'm your host, Don P. Today we're going to be discussing these California fires. Now, I've seen a lot on TV about this, and I've done some of my own investigating. Really mismanagement on the forestry division. They went through and rerouted funds and redid things all in the name of what? Equity and inclusion, diversity, all these weird shit that has nothing to do with the frickin' cleanup of your woods and your forest. Ohio, where I'm from, they clean their woods. They don't allow this to get so out of control that if it gets real dry, a brush fire is going to come and burn everything up. Now, there's a Joe Rogan episode where he has a guy on there talking about this. Now, this was from last year, I believe. He said the only thing that stops LA from burning is the wind, the direction of the wind. Well, it just so happened that the wind hit just right and swept through and burned everything up. Now, it's horrible what's happened to these people. They did not deserve that in any way. It's just mismanagement. I mean, they keep doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting a different result. It's insanity. You cannot come with these progressive ideas and try to push it into the environment also. Like, you can really control that. You can't. You can control the fires by having water there. Why in the world did the fire chief say she didn't know there was no water? That's like being a police officer, leaving and going out, and somebody starts a shootout and you pull your gun out and it's like, oh, I didn't know we were out of bullets. Man, out of water, and she didn't know? She never got a memo that, hey, guess what? If something happens, you're out of water for a little bit. You know why they did that? To save some fish or something. Something to do with fish. That's why they did that with the water. Furthermore, why in the world, if you're next to an ocean, do you not have pumps set up to pull ocean water up further inland to use to extinguish fires? You will never run out of water with an ocean next to you. You could put all this money into all these bullshit programs, put all this money basically just throwing it away at this point, and you could have put pumps and ran water from the ocean to certain areas, maybe even have it hooked up so it can run right in that same supply line for the fire hydrants, and then extinguish all these fires with ocean water. Another idea I have is these Tesla bots. Why not employ them? They can hold great amounts of weight and carry things. They could go in and take care of a lot of the firefighter work. Then furthermore, firefighters, that's a very physically demanding job. You have to be able to carry another human being out of a burning building. I, at my size and weight, pretty strong. I can carry someone my size, but in actuality, I'm not firefighter material. A firefighter, I feel, should be close to 6 foot tall, little under, but I mean able to carry another human being their same size out of a fire, along with all their equipment on. Think about that. That's some real deal strength there. The 3 top people that run the fire department, I have nothing against anyone's sexual preference, but they're all 3 lesbian women. Why are all 3 of the most important positions held by someone that all 3 have the same ideology and the same sexual preference? That shouldn't matter, but let's think about this. Let's really think about this. Were they put into that position because of equity and diversity and all these things that are taking people that are unfit for a job and putting them in that role? Nobody gives a shit what color somebody is. Nobody gives a shit what that person looks like other than are they qualified to do the job or not. And obviously California has a huge problem with the right people doing the job. No water, fire trucks in disarray. I think it's like 15% of their fleet or whatever down. Not only that, but you don't have water to put the fires out. The most important thing for a firefighter is the water to put the fire out, and you don't have that? That's the mayor's fault and the chief of fire chief, whoever. That's whose fault that is. Those people need to be fired and replaced by people qualified to do the job, regardless of their sexual preference. They put these 3 women in power just because they were gay women. I guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. That's how fucked up California really is. That they'll just put people in positions of authority, power, and to make important decisions, not based on their education, not based on their history, their past, or any of their resume, accolades, or otherwise. Just because they fit a certain mold, because they don't have this, or you're the first of this. Get the fuck out of here with that, man. Get out of here with that. It's just stupid. It's stupid, okay? So, that's been our Check Dig today. So, check dig. Make sure the person that you put in a position of authority and power is the right person for the job due to their resume. If the roofer comes up and he's cussing horribly and he's just got just wow, man, who is this guy? But his job is undeniable. Like, he's the best roofer in the world. Bring him on, he can do my roof. Or I got the most polite people in the world to show up to do my roof, and it takes them forever, and it's not even done right. And they'll probably overcharge. Guess what? I don't give a shit if it's a all-woman crew and all ethnically based crew. I don't give a shit as long as the job is done correctly. That's all I care about, is the job done right? That's it. So how hard is that to grasp? Oh no, there's more to it than that. You can't just have a whole bunch of white guys show up and do the work. Well, if they're all qualified and they're the right ones for the job, fuck it, let them do the goddamn job and get it over with. Or you can't just let a whole bunch of Mexicans come do the job because they might be illegals. I don't really give a fuck. Let them do the goddamn job and get it over with. Now, I do care if they're illegal, because then they're just receiving money and not giving their taxes back to the government and sending it back, whatever it may be. Be a legal citizen, but I don't give a shit if any of the other stuff. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. Okay? Don't send a one-armed man to come and fucking side my house unless he's got a goddamn robotic suit that he's wearing that gives him 4 arms to do the job. This shit's just too much, man. Put the right person in the job to do the job. And you know who's the right person to do this job that we're listening to right now? Yours truly, Don P. And that's why we have Check Dig, so I can bring these things to your attention. So much going on in the world. Do you have the time to stop and listen to all this bull crap that people are spilling out of their mouth? All this diarrhea they keep... Because that's all they do. We're working on the problem. Well, we're all here together, aren't we? Yeah, why don't you get out there and fix the fucking problem? That's what they said in the press release that they were giving, that they're all there together. Well, how about you go out there and start fixing shit and actually physically doing a job instead of just talking about it? One love. Watch who you elect. Elected officials, remember something. They work for you. We elect them. They work for us, the people. Elect me as an elected official. One day, we'll see.